A string of high-end smash and grabs has retailers on edge as shoppers hit the stores for Christmas. One retailer is spending $30,000 a month on private security. But it's the local stores, already pinched by the pandemic, that may get hardest hit. Anita, when you have a mob of people like those that busted into that L.A. Nordstrom's, spraying the guard with bear spray, stealing $25,000 worth of goods, how can a guard be expected to stop them? But my question is, what do the small mom-and-pop stores do?
Yeah, they can't pay $30,000 a month for security. I mean, that particular store that did that is a very high-end electronics chain that's backed by venture capital companies, and that's why they're able to pay 30 grand a month for security. You know, you can't have guards overrun by 80 people coming into the store with pepper spray and who knows what else. They can't. I mean, I saw one mall in Santa Monica was putting up barbed wire outside. I mean, maybe that will help. But really, what places like California need are better laws. In California, they have something called Proposition 47 that reduced felonies like shoplifting to misdemeanors. And so nobody's spending any time in prison for these crimes anymore.
Right. Tyrus, as Anita mentioned, that Prop 47 passed in California. It actually forbids prosecuting nonviolent offenders who steal under $950 worth of merchandise. This is Governor Gavin Newsom. Listen.
I'm not the mayor of California, but I was a mayor. And I know when things like this happen, mayors have to step up. We want real accountability. We want people prosecuted, and we want people to feel safe this holiday season.
Tyrus, your reaction, is it the local mayor's fault in these cases out in California?
Well, did you not hear that? I mean, boys and girls at home, that's how you pass the buck. That's a good way of passing it down, because there's nothing a governor can do to possibly help this what is basically organized crime now. And here's the sad reality. Small business owners, no, they're not going to be able to survive this. They could barely survive the stuff that was put on them by this administration in terms of having to raise everyone's pay to at least $15 an hour, have to pay certain insurances, have to deal with all kinds of issues with employees and not being able to get people. Then you can't get anything on the shelf. So once you get robbed and wiped out, you're not going to get anything back because they're not being prosecuted. And even worse, your police department is depleted, scared to make an arrest without someone trying to say that they're racist or brutality. So they're just sitting ducks. And these groups are getting bolder. They're now literally 80 people got together. How do you think they did? They got that on their Facebook or their Instagram, and they're planning stuff because they know this is a dangerous time to own a shop. And then we're going to see more vigilante situations where someone's going to be charged and attacked by mainstream media for trying to defend his family and his company. And, because they rung the dinner bell. I don't think the unaffected really have a problem with this. This isn't going to be a problem until old Gavin walks into his mansion and sees it's been emptied out and robbed by 150 looters. Then he'll care. Then it will be an issue. Yeah. But in the meantime, It's not his fault. They're just fighting back for all the horrible things that the previous administration did for them. This is their fault. This is President Trump's fault, not the individuals doing it.
And Tyrus, these flash mobs you talk about, these organized gangs, many of them are juveniles, and that's intentional. And I read a statistic, $30 billion a year is what retailers lose in merchandise, stolen merchandise every year. A friend of mine that works with Walmart told me they work into their budget that one Walmart store will be entirely taken away from them nationally in merchandise. That's incredible. Lara, I want your reaction to this story.
That.
Go ahead. Right.
Yeah, Walmart
they can write it off.
Yeah, but mom and pop's shops can't. Yep. They get wiped out. They're done.
Right.
And then they'll still have to pay the rent.
And I saw that in San Francisco when I interviewed some of those folks. Lara, I want your reaction to this story out of Raleigh, North Carolina. There was a shootout in the mall the other day. 3 were injured, including a 10-year-old. I always say, if you don't have safety, you can't have prosperity. This is surely going to scare shoppers, Lara, but isn't this, again, a law enforcement and a prosecution problem?
Yeah, well, I went to school in Raleigh, North Carolina. I went to North Carolina State University. We did beat Carolina yesterday in football. I'm just going to point that out, throw it out there for everybody. Not a big deal. But no, look, you're so right, Raymond. Without safety and security, nothing else matters. You know, you see what happened in Waukesha, Wisconsin. You know, at a Christmas parade, people want to get out and they want to celebrate the season by shopping and going out with their families to the mall. And, you know, we are in a time right now where so many of the issues come from Democrat-run cities and Democrat-run states. And if you have DAs that are not willing to, you know, prosecute people, if you have mayors that are allowing these criminals to just get away with any and everything, then why wouldn't they try and do it? Even the smallest offense is an issue because it only incentivizes people to continue to do that sort of thing. It's basic human nature. And so, look, as a mom, I want to feel safe taking my kids to the mall. I want to feel safe taking my kids to a parade. And of course, now that we have these underfunded police departments, we know that police officers are retiring at record levels, especially in our metropolitan cities all across America. It is not helping the problem. It is, of course, only making it worse. And you absolutely hate to see it. This should be a time of year, at least, where you feel safe taking your kids out to do something fun.
Well, I love Chesa Boudin, who's the DA in San Francisco. He's prosecuting 9 people. 20 to 40 were videotaped smashing windows in that store. So good job, Chesa. We'll leave it there.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.